Live from the Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. This is the YouTube channel vlog show in which video games, flash game show gameplays, along with sports and wrestling news are the norm. This is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here is the host of the show, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, for that wonderful intro. Well, hello there, everybody. That's right, this is me, Big Beefy E, Eric Lima from my Big Beefy Man Cave here in New Bedford, Massachusetts, or as I like to call it, New Big Beefy Bedford, Massachusetts, or Big Beefy New Beige. New Big Beefy Beige, Massachusetts. What's going on, everybody? It's Eric Lima here, coming at you with the 50th episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. As you know, I have now 50 subscribers, so this is appropriate, right? 50th subscriber, Matt MJ Klein. Thank you, MJ, for your subscription. I know who you are, my man. What's going on? So, hope you welcome to my world. We'll have some fun here today. That's right. Episode 50, Eric Lima Shenanigans, 1977. And it's September 30th, 2022, 2:08 p.m. It is Friday, if you're getting paid. And I got a lot of episodes I got to do here in one day because a lot of stuff's going down. A lot of stuff is happening. And not only that, I am basically a little stoked right now. Got a lot of cool stuff coming, but we're going to talk about Impact Wrestling first because that's what happened last night. Yeah, a lot of ground to cover. All right, we're going to go down the list. I'm not going to take too long. We're going to have some bit of fun here, and we're going to do this. All right, Impact Wrestling, as you know, a week from today will be Bound for Glory, and the major match is going down. Title matches on the line, of course. Brian Myers, I'll talk about that. The match has already been made. Impact World Title on the line. Josh Alexander defends it against the leader of Honor No More, Mr. Eddie Edwards. And then you got the Impact Tag Team titles on the line. The Kingdom from that group of Honor No More. They have the Matt Taven and Mike Bennett with Maria Kanellis in their corner. Defends against the Motor City Machine Guns, who've held those titles on many occasions. And then you got the Knockouts World Title on the line. Jordan Grace versus the undefeated Masha Slamovich. And I'll get more on that. And now Brian Myers with the Digital Media title on the line. A little bit more on that. It started off with the X Division action and tag team mode as Trey Miguel and Laredo Kid took on the Bullet Club's Ace Austin and Chris Bay with Rock Hard Juice Robinson, a.k.a. to me the luckiest man on the face of this planet, marrying Tony Storm, for goodness sakes, in their corner as Austin and Chris Bay to challenge Miguel and Laredo Kid. They had a great matchup, but Ace Austin and Chris Bay, with their double team work, did win the matchup. And GML interviewed Bhupinder Gujar, who will be entering the Call Your Shot Gauntlet Battle Royal at Bound for Glory. And then she interviewed Frankie Kazarian. And Frankie Kazarian talking about how, press the reset button, and he understands how good Mike Bailey is, and he's aiming to get that X Division title back. Then while Tom Hennepin and Matthew Raywell were talking about Bound for Glory, now some crazy yellow-hooded member of, because I recognize the yellow hood, from Violent by Design, he's pulling the three fingers up. I don't know what in the world's going on there. Security had to separate them. It seems like this, I don't know what Eric Young's done to those crazy members. I think that's why I recognize it. Digital Media title was on the line. Brian Myers versus DK's Crazy Steve. And Myers did retain the title. Then he decided, he grabbed the microphone and he addressed it. It's too easy for me. So he's issuing an open challenge at Bound for Glory for his Digital Media Championship. So that is on the line as well. Kazarian against and Speedball Mike Bailey for the X Division title. I forgot to mention that. So all five titles will be on the line in that event. And then Johnny Swinger and Zicky Dice rediscovered Swinger's Palace, and two of the Swingerellas, especially the one that Swinger left at the altar, and that main swinger, well, I forgot her name, ended up marrying Johnny Bravo, who was there, and Ziki Tyson's like, are you kidding me? And then Havoc and Taya, Jessica and Taya showed up and interrupted them, and Jessica was trying to flirt with Johnny Bravo, and the swinger girl says, he's my husband, why are you doing this? And, Johnny Swinger, this guy's brain must be, and listen, I love the 80s and 90s and the old school as well as the next person, but sometimes, but when it comes to Johnny Swinger, man, this guy's brain is like, where did he get, like, I don't know, daddy. I'm like, oh, God, it's like sometimes you want to go, oh, boy. If I was like the manager, I'd be the voice of reason, like, dudes, move on, let it go, move on. And I'm going, and I'd be shaking my head just going, Lord, where did he get Johnny Swinger? Hitting it. So, anyways, and then afterwards, then they ended up rediscovering the money that Hernandez or Hernandaddy is. Swinger likes to call him, so I'll make sure he gets that. Hey, that's could be my dungeon dues. It was too funny. And then they have another Joe Hendry. Now, I can't get this song out of my head. I believe in Joe Hendry. I'm like, oh, God. Joe Hendry, man. Guy cracks me up, man. It's like, none of you is getting everything. There's one, they dimension, it's none of you four. Gets one person, Joe Hendry comes in, and everybody's like, Joe Hendry. What a funny dude. Anyways, Rosemary and Father James Mitchell are talking about Jessica. And then Jessica and Taya confront Rosemary about it, and Jessica, we got to make this work. VXT. So, yeah, Jessica Havoc and Jessica and Taya, I think they make a pretty good team. They got the size and strength. All you need to have the killer instinct. Whatever. All right, Delirious, the Ring of Honor legend, went one-on-one with Black Taurus, and Black Taurus did defeat Delirious. That's a huge victory for Black Taurus. GML interviewed Bobby Fish, and he talked about entering the Call You Shot Gauntlet Battle Royal. He's going to be in it. And then he's addressing Josh Alexander, Eddie Edwards. That means he's awaiting. That means he's targeting the Impact World Champion, whoever that may be. And then Gia Miller interviewed Mia Yim about Mickey James. And then Giselle Shaw interrupts and says, what do you mean? You think you can beat Mickey James? I can't do it. Why can't? And then Mia Yim goes, you know what? I need a warm-up match. So they got each other next week. That's right. Honor No More Victory Road celebration is began, but then Eddie Edwards once again addresses PCO for his failings against the Motor City Machine Guns. Giles Alexander interrupts Eddie Edwards. Giles Alexander comes to the ring after Eddie Edwards says a few things to him. Honor No More attacks him. Rich Swann, Heath got involved. PCO ends up getting involved, and the Motor City Machine Guns get involved. Then they had the matchup. Heath and Rich Swann versus PCO Vincent. Swann and Heath won the match again. Looks like I think if Eddie Edwards does not win the world title, he's going to blame it all on PCO. I think after Bound for Glory, I think PCO will be out of Honor No More. And you know what? It's got to be good for him that he is. Because going with PCO can be a man that cannot be controlled. And you know what? If I were Vincent, I would let PCO go. Because Vincent is the weirdo as it is. Gia Miller interviewed Moose about, losing the match at the Macklin. And then Moose is talking, and him and Moose and Macklin argue about the brawl, and then security had to be separated. Scott D'Amore told him that these two cannot cause any more trouble. Simi Callahan says, hey, I still want these guys one more time. Scott D'Amore goes, you know what? I'll put Moose and Macklin in a match next week. You be the referee. And then Simi Callahan, I'll take it. And I'm like, Yes, Sami Callahan's the referee. Yeah, that's a recipe for trouble. And then the main event, as you know, in a Monsters Ball match now, they had to put two competitors in separate rooms for 24 hours, no food, no water, no nothing. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's a recipe for disaster, if you ask me. But they decided to do it. It was Maza Slamovich and against Jordan Grace's chosen opponent from Maza Slamovich, Ali Catch, who is making her Impact debut, and both women went at it. They bloodied each other with thumbtacks, cut up soda cans, and these two women are crazy. And Maza Slamovich, though, ends up picking up the victory over over Alley, the debuting Alley Catch. Give me a second here. Oh my goodness, we're going backwards, folks. We're going backwards here. And there we go. There we go. Okay. That's it. So that is all the time we have for episode 50 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977 Impact Event Center for the 29th of September 2022. It is September 30th. Today's September 30th. So I will see you guys later. And Mr. Announcer, please take us home. See you next episode, guys. That is all for today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, tour for Bob Saget production, and in association with A Sweet Bumbling Bofa Raver Telepictures and Distribution. See you next episode, and have a very blessed day.